So we're pumping off fish. We're in Bellingham Bay, Washington. Ah, shit, nobody on. We're unloading chum salmon. We're in Bellingham Bay, Washington. These are chum salmon from Puget Sound. This is the tender boat that's brought them in from the fishing grounds. I think they said he's got about 80,000 pounds on board. So we're just watching the unload here. What they do is they vacuum them off. They pump them off the boat. This is a vacuum pump. It uses reverse air, so it basically, you can see the air hose there is vacuuming air out of that chamber, which sucks the fish up out of the hold. It's going to hold about 1,000 pounds per cycle. And we'll watch when that discharges. It's a lot of fish that comes down here onto the dewatering table. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, please. That helps us make more content. Ramey, good question. I don't know, I'm learning about this too. I don't think so, because this is a vacuum pump. I thought they were going to use like a Venturi water jet pump, but that is actually like a vacuum. So everything gets pumped up into that chamber that you see there. You can see the hose down there. Let me see if I can zoom in. See, it's discharging air. So this is actually a really clean way to pump the fish off. These are chum salmon. The best value of these comes out of the roe. The meat is very mild. They're not a, you know, fatty, flavorful fish like a sockeye or a king, but these produce the best salmon roe, ikura. It's a silvers. Oh, that's a silver, yeah. So silver's a coho, right?
Yeah.
Show me the difference between a chum. This is a chum here. They don't have this, so the chums don't have the spots on the top.
These guys have spots. They're like tail. This is called the caudal peduncle, but it's like thicker than the chums. That's a good giveaway. Their tails are just kind of like beefier looking.
That's the adipose fin right here, the peduncle?
The little guy here, this is the adipose.
Yep.
And then they often have like white gills. Just a telltale sign. I mean gums.
Okay, cool.
The chums don't have that as much.
Oh, all right. You think we'll see any kings in here?
Probably.
Oh, cool. I'd like to buy those if we can get them.
Yeah. Talk to these guys.
So can those get separated then in the shop, right?
I'm not, typically they do, but I don't know what these guys are doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, hit like, hit subscribe, please. Hybrid Theory, good morning. This is commercial fishing. The volumes are staggering. We'll explain it in the video, but today they're unloading, I think it's just 80,000 pounds coming off the Robert S. And the Robert S is a tender. Robert just goes out to the fishing grounds, offloads the fishing vessels to bring the fish in here to get unloaded and processed. So yeah, that's what it looks like when the vacuum pump discharges. And I didn't bring my foul weather gear. I was just out here on a trip to see my daughter, and I saw this place, and I said, let me go see if I can film something here. So I'm getting a little wet. Yeah, so this big barge behind us, is a processing vessel that they send up to Alaska in the springtime to load with sockeye salmon, and it holds about 10 million pounds of fish. It gets frozen at sea, and then it gets brought down here to be processed throughout the year. So you can imagine that a lot of money gets tied up. You know, they have to pay those fishermen the moment the fish get caught, and settlements are immediate. Fishermen don't wait for their money. So this is a big money, high stakes business. I couldn't imagine it. I know my business pretty well, but this is a totally different animal. Sounds like that's cycled out. You can see it just spit out all that air. And here come the fish. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, please. Splash. I'm looking at what it takes to offload this. You got 3 guys on the tender. Got one up here on the dewatering table. There's 2 guys down there loading up the vats as they get filled. A crane operator. 4 men on shore. And that's just what we see here. From the time these fish get unloaded until the company gets paid, I'd have to imagine it's at least several weeks. And that crane is actually mounted on the boat. What boat are we on now?
The Iron Dawn.
The Iron Dawn, okay. And you just use her here as an offload vessel.
Yeah, basically. They help them out a lot in Bristol Bay.
Oh, okay, so she goes up to Bristol Bay in the springtime.
Yeah, and clever. I can't tell.
Is this pumping slow today?
We're getting down to the bottom, I would guess.
Okay.
They're fish holds, so the pumps are getting a little smaller.
Okay. I'm guessing this is a female.
Most likely, yeah, 'cause it doesn't have the hook jaw. And
Oh, all right. Oh, so these are getting ready to spawn now, right?
exactly.
So these fish spawn in the fall. King salmon and sockeye salmon, they enter the rivers in the springtime, and they'll swim all summer long up into the headwaters where they spawn.
That's a classic male.
Oh yeah, so here you can see the difference. You see the male, it's got that hook jaw and a little more color to it too. So that would be a female. So that would have roe, that's where the real money is. But these are moving into the bay here, and these will spawn in big rivers, small rivers. They're a little more prolific than and a little less fussy, I guess, than king salmon. Kings need big water because they're big fish. But that's why they're in the bay. They're getting ready to head up river. So they set the quotas every year by how many fish returned the prior year or what the counts are out in the ocean. So it's a very well managed fishery. When you look at what's threatening salmon, you won't see fishing in those list of concerns. It's really damming the rivers. The fish can't reach the spawning grounds through those dams. And a lot of them don't even serve a purpose anymore. Of course, there's hydroelectric, there's reservoirs, but all those uses impact the fisheries in a big way. The more fish that can spawn, the more fish there's going to be out in the ocean. Splash. I didn't bring my foul weather gear. I just came out here for another reason, so I'm wearing my Sunday best. Not the best place for this attire. So hit the subscribe button so you'll know when this video gets published. We're going to do an informational video about what they're doing here. Got a couple of more lined up too, we just have to edit. Just joined us. This big boat you see behind us, that's a processing barge that Northline sends up to Alaska every spring to buy fish. It's a freezing vessel. It's 400 feet long, 100 feet wide, and almost 100 feet high. It's massive. It holds 10 million pounds of fish that they buy in the springtime and bring down here to process throughout the year. I think they're getting down to the bottom of the hold in here. I think they pumped most of the fish out now, so it's a little more time between cycles. But you see, just the offloading process takes a dozen or so people, probably more. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, plus the forklift drivers. Yeah, there's a dozen people here unloading the boat. It's a little loud around the pump, but again, the way it works is this is a big vacuum chamber. It removes the air from the vacuum chamber, and the fish and water gets sucked up through this big hose here, 10-inch hose. And then when it's done, it ejects out through air pressure, through positive air pressure. So it's cycling air out, and then it cycles air in to push the fish up here to the sorting line. So yeah, that's the Robert S. is unloaded. Next coming in is the Deco Bay. The Deco Bay has about 3 times as much fish, but we're not gonna live stream that. So thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button and you can see the video when we put it all together. Thanks for watching, guys.